Okay people, it's fight time. So we have got Cold Steel Special Forces shovel versus Martindale Golok and the British Army issue Entrenching shovel. So the rules of the game are, it's going to be pitted against it in different rounds, but the rule is if it comes to a draw, this wins the round, because I'm under the opinion this is designed to do two jobs, and normally when a tool is designed to do two jobs it tends to have to be a compromise. So if it can do as good a job as the tool that's meant to do the job, it must be better. Okay then, so let's click through to the first round, which will be weight. Now I'm going to weigh these with their sheaves on as well, because obviously I'm under the opinion it's going to be in your backpack, so every part of it's going to be in there, so that all counts to it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, sorry, this might be a bit shaky because I'm holding it. Okay, so the first thing, let's weigh the entrenching shovel. So I can get this on right. This is all in kilos, well, grams, sorry. So for all you Americans out there, I apologise. Okay, so this is coming at 1 kilo, 314 odd grams. So that's quite heavy. Now, then the Golok, 825 grams. And now the shovel. $939 grams. So it is heavier than the Golok, but it's a lot lighter than the shovel. So obviously combining those both together, oh god, anyway, this is one hands down. But obviously if you were just going to take it out for cutting purposes, then the machete would win. But either way, I'm awarding the round to the Special Forces shovel. So that's 1-0 to Cold Steel. Okay, then round two. So this one's going to be chopping. So we're going to use the spade and the Golok in this round. Now, so all I'm going to do is see how well they chop through this piece of wood. Yes. Granted, this has been sharpened by me, so I appreciate it's probably got a bit of a drag factor on it. But I've done the best I can with it, so hopefully it's not too bad. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so first off, the Golok. So I did that until I figured I needed a break. To be honest, it did feel quite hard work getting it just to do that. Like I said though, I've sharpened it and I'm not a connoisseur of sharpening. It's nowhere near Wessex blade standards. Right, so let's move on to the shovel. Okay, I'm going to just try a little bit higher up because it's the same sort of thickness, but at least then you can compare it. So now you've got a comparison as well. So that's the Martindale, that's the Special Forces spade, and that's almost through. Yeah. Oh, that's thick there. Whereas that is girth, quite full. Yeah. So obviously, being heavier, it's got a bit more force behind it as well, the spade. But it did feel like it was going in better. So yeah, to be honest, I think I did that a bit longer than the Martindale as well. But then again, if you're getting tired, you know, I did that one first and did as much as I thought. Yeah, that's no good. Whereas that one, I was getting tired, but I thought I could keep going a bit longer. And at some point, almost, I mean, that's pretty much ready to, yeah. See? So I think the round goes to the spade again. And I wasn't, you know, at first I thought I might have to draw it, but no. Spade, hands down, a lot better. Okay. Right. So let's move on to the next round. Actually, I think we'll do a bonus round of intricate stuff as well to see how that fares. So first off, we'll do the machete again. Okay then. Okay, so that was the Golok. Not too bad for some fine shavings. I know more than likely you'd probably use a smaller knife for that, but that's not in this competition. So it's just like if these were all we had. Right, let's move over to the cold steel. Okay, so there's the original. We'll move a little bit higher up. Okay, so Martindale, cold steel. To be honest, that one the cold steel felt harder to do, but it hasn't done as bad a job. Yeah, to be honest, I think it's pretty 50-50 with on that score. So, like I said, if it's 50-50, this wins the round again. But like I said, that was easy. The actual sort of going for it felt easier. Might have just been another part of the tree that was easier, but then again, you know. So I have to put some force into that. But it is making shavings. I mean, if I run that through my sharpener it might be a bit better, but this is as it's come, you know, so I haven't touched it at the moment. But like I said, yeah, that feels a bit, you know, if all you had was this and the spade, that feels like an easier part for the job, but they're both pretty cumbersome for doing the intricate stuff, but you can do it with them. So I think the coal steel's going to have to win it from draw purposes. Like I said, but if you have a different opinion, let me know. That's fair enough. Okay, that's the bonus round over. Okay, the next round, processing wood. You know, rather than just trying to chop up a big tree trunk, I'm thinking, can it sort of like make kindling out of this for me? So I've got two relatively similar pieces. Yeah, they have got nails in them, but unfortunately I haven't got any sort of like small ones that I can process, trees that I can process at the moment, so just going for these. So let's move to the next round. Okay, so first up, the Golok. Can I get some thin slices out of it as well? Okay, so we've got quite a range, quite chunky ones, medium ones, and then little thin ones as well. So yeah, that's quite a nice one. So that wasn't too bad. So let's move on to the shovel. Granted, I'm having to try and dodge the nails in these as well. Okay, so that seemed to chop alright. It didn't have any, well, apart from one that went clean through and split it in one swing. So, because being curved, when you hit it, it wants to go round at an angle as well when you're cutting. But it hasn't done any worse a job. Might take a little bit longer to chop, because you're having to go through. I mean, saying that, done a quite nice little thin one there. So I think it's going to have to be another draw again. But like I said, it doesn't go straight through like the Golok did, but it's done an adequate job and it'll process wood no trouble. So on a draw again, it's winning the point. Okay, so the next round's going to be how well can these dig. So what I'm going to do, set it up and then have a minute of solid digging with one and then a solid minute with the other, and then bring you in so you can compare the holes. Okay? Okay, so first of all, this one's the entrenching shovel's going to go first, but first off I'd try and compare them. So as you can see, the spade size is pretty much the same. Yeah, this one's got more of a point on it, and it does have chopping edges on it, but let's see if maybe you can see that. it's blunt as a fart. So, right, like I said, let's go with this one first. I've put the timer here, hopefully you guys can see it. So what I'll do is I'll literally start it and then start digging. Okay. Whew, that was fun. To be honest, that did a lot better than I was expecting. I mean, I've dug a little bit with it, but I haven't really had to use it that much because obviously I use my stove. But yeah, actually that was quite easy. Not a bad size hole, but like I said, I'll bring you in after I've done the next one to compare it. Right, and I'm just going to move a little bit along. Okay, so here we go. Okay, what we'll do is just get out the loose stuff from either side so that it gives you a fair idea of how deep I've actually gone and so forth. So I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay then, so I've just taken out the rough. I haven't dug any more, you know, so I mean I've got nothing to gain from cheating and taking it out. I'm not endorsed by either of the spades and stuff, or any of the tools. So yeah, let's just bring you in and I'll show you which one it is. Okay. Right, so you want on here. Yep, hang on. Yep. This one is your entrenching shovel. And like I said, for a minute's worth of digging, I don't think that's too bad. Okay. So, and then on this side is your Special Forces one. Sorry, I'm trying to do this so I can see the screen as well. Hang on. Yeah, so this is your Special Forces one. And out of the two, there's really not much difference, is there? I mean, obviously, if you're using the Special Forces one to cut as well as dig, you're going to be blunting the blade a lot quicker. But, you know, I've got that little pocket sharpener thing on me, so that would probably put an edge back on. I must admit, there is a bit of Yorkstone, which is it's a very sandstone one, so digging through that could actually blunt my shovel quite quickly. But there wasn't too much of it. But yeah, I am digging in my garden as well, so you don't tend to get, there was bits of brick and stuff as well. But yeah, for a minute of each of them, I was impressed with how they both reacted. I mean, the cold steel was, I wouldn't say it was any harder or any slower. Yeah, so I think this round goes to Special Forces again, because it's a draw. Yeah, so I think that concludes the test for now. I mean, I'm not going to be flinging them at anything at the moment because I've got no massive trees around to do it at, and I haven't practiced yet. And seeing as how well the entrenching shovel hit that tree, it's not going to stick in at all. So I think for practicality, rather than just throwing the thing, we're just going to not bother with that. So all in all, for chopping and digging and doing your wood stuff, I think cold steel's the way to go. It's lighter, and all in all, it seems to keep up with the tools that are specific to do the job. So if you disagree with me, by all means tell me, because you know I'd value everyone's opinions on them, because I know I'm not the only one with them. So if you've got one and you've had some bad storage of it, let me know. But like I said, at the moment I'm pleased with it. It does the job just as good as the other two, and it's lighter. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.